Hey everyone, this is Coach Yani Moya and I'm a transformational life and finance coach. Welcome to Quarter Life Bliss. This is a podcast dedicated to disrupting the quarter life crisis mindset, spreading bliss and happiness to all listeners. My mission is to inspire possibilities, taking away the fear of going through your 20s and to crisis proof your quarter life. At 25, I'm very happy to share that I'm living a life of purpose, successfully content and happy even as I evolve with the times. These lessons, tips, and insights I now share with all of you, in the hopes that you too will find your quarter life bliss, whatever your age and circumstances. So, hello guys, welcome back to my podcast. And today, as you can see, I'm with a very beautiful person. This person is actually someone that I super love. I met her, I think when we were working for a project called Color Run. Yun, I think back in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. And since then, we became close. I think we became closer around 2018 when we reconnected beyond work. Sabi namin, usap kami beyond work. And since then, we journeyed together on our own mindfulness journey, on our own personal development journey. And yeah, siguro isa siya sa mga taong super close ko talaga, especially during the lockdown. We really got so much closer, surprisingly, during the lockdown because we were always calling each other and nag-video call din kami madalas. And so I'm super happy to have her as my first guest on my podcast. And I'm very grateful that she said yes to me. So let's all welcome fitness coach, nutrition coach, Coach Raissa. Welcome.
Hi, Annie. Thanks for having me here. Disclaimer, hindi ako nutrition coach, but health and fitness.
Ayun. Health and fitness pala. Ay, di ba? Oh my gosh, hindi man ako nanghingi ng bio. Sorry, guys. Next episode na lang may bio.
It's okay.
Thank you so much, Ra, for saying yes to this. How are you?
I'm great. We just caught up before this actual recording, so I'm just really glad to talk to you and yeah, honor you for putting this up. I'm just really glad that you're doing the things that you're doing now. And bagay na bagay ka sa live stream or just doing podcasts and also on TikTok.
Wow. Thank you so much. And I'm happy to create videos. Hindi ko alam. It's just me. Gustong-gusto ko talaga yung mga magawa ng videos ganyan. So I enjoy all the contents that I do. Kaysa still, kasi hindi ako magaling
Tama.
picture ganyan. So yung video, at least I get to speak because madaldal naman ako, diba? But thank you. Thank you for saying yes kasi finally, sabi ko nga sa'yo, diba, kanina when we were catching up, ikaw yung breakthrough ko sa pag-invite ng guest dito sa podcast. So, thank you for saying yes. And I'm excited kasi people will get to experience you the way I experience you as a friend, as a coach, diba? And I told you also na para lang tayo nag-uusap dito. This is my first time
lang.
interviewing someone sa podcast. Having a guest. So, chikahan lang talaga to, 'di ba? I-chikahan but now on podcast.
Yeah. This is like my first time also doing this podcast and also being on GarageBand. Pero other than that, Yani, before we start rin, I want to thank and honor you also for being such a big part of my personal development journey. And like you mentioned dun sa intro natin, nagsimula siya sa work and then catch up over coffee. I remember seeing that photo. Tapos sabi ko, my life has changed ever since after we talked. Tapos I connected na with Zach, I Am Plus, our programs, and wow, ang dami na nagbago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember. Thank you so much. I remember all our hanging out sa mga iba-ibang coffee shop, 'di ba?
Coffee shop.
Meron tayong Banapol, meron tayong Starbucks sa St. Charbel.
Yeah.
And then yung maliit na coffee shop near us. 'Di ba remember?
Mad something. Mad
May
Cafe?
Mad Cafe. Tapos meron pa yung
Yeah.
isa yung maliit sa amin when you realize that you will be doing breakthrough. I think
Yeah.
it was that
Walking
moment
distance.
that you told me na
Oh my God.
may breakthrough na ako, gano'n. So,
Yeah.
gosh, it's been a journey and nakaka-excite because since then, grabe din yung progress mo. And kaya nga sabi ko, I really just choose people who I will be guesting here. And ikaw yung isa sa mga nakakatuwang journey that I know will inspire a lot of my my viewers, 'di ba? So I wanna know, no, because this is quarter life bliss, and you are also in your quarter life, somehow in your quarter life,
Somehow.
somehow past the quarter life
Yeah.
number, but you're in that journey. So I wanna ask, did you at some point, di ko to na-ask sa'yo before, but did you at some point like go through quarter life crisis?
Yes. Most definitely. Parang ever since I was in college, I kept questioning myself. Parang, ano ba gusto ko? Parang I kept asking myself like what I wanted to be. And just to share with you guys, my biggest goal for myself is to become a doctor. Like, alam ko yun na yung end goal ko. But the, like, deep inside, I knew that I didn't really want it. I was just following my classmates kasi lahat sila gusto maging doctor.
Right.
Tapos my tito was a doctor and then my family told me, maganda, lawyer or doctor. Eh, di ba uso yun before?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Lawyer,
yeah.
doctor,
Or
teacher.
engineer. That's why I'm an engineering
Yes.
then.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, yun, sabi ko, oh my gosh, sige, pressure ako, doctor na lang. And yeah, it wasn't for me, but I just stuck through it. Tapos, the questions came in after college when I had to really face it na ito na path mo, you have to choose. Kasi wala nang school eh. Diba?
Right.
After high school, may college ka pa. After college, what's next? Though a lot of people take masters, akin was continuing education. So I went for my medical school. And I really doubted myself all along. Alam mo rin eh, when you close your
Yeah.
eyes na hindi to para sa'yo.
Correct.
And sabi ko, I feel like that's when my faith started to grow when I asked help from the Lord. Nasa mass ako one time, I was asking him, ano ba talaga? Like, what do you want me to do? Or what am I made to do? And every time I close my eyes, alam ko lang, I just want to help people. That's it. Parang wala nang iba. I just want to help people, give me some answers. So I feel like that's where my quarter life started when I kept asking myself, ano ba talaga? Ano ba talaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get. So parang what I'm hearing is yung lost talaga, literally lost, no? You were
Yeah.
just going with the flow of other people's flow for
Yeah.
you, or
That's
or
true.
like iniisip nila na dapat dito ka, 'di ba? But
Yeah.
inside of you, parang sobrang pilit ka lang to
Mm-hmm.
do that. And
Yeah.
I think you didn't push through with medical school, right?
I did for a term. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the first time I'm gonna say this. I got kicked out.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
after my first term there, alam ko na eh, sabi ko, ang saya maging natawagin kang Dr. Teaño or
Yeah.
Dr. Ra. There was a joke eh, Dr. Ra. I don't know if you guys
um,
get it, pero parang when you put the D and the R together and then just put A,
yeah,
my
yeah.
name. Pero yeah, parang I kept living in other people's expectation of me. And I never had the chance to get to know or just face what I really wanted in life.
I I love the honesty and the openness to share that to the world. Alam mo naman mga millions of listeners ko, 'di ba? But I think it's also gonna be a redirection to you to where you are right now, 'di ba? It was part of your journey to make you realize na, oh, you're not for Dr. Ra. 'Di ba? You're not for Dr. Ra. That it could be, it's possible that it could be your journey, but it's not. 'Di ba? And right now you are in your mindfulness journey, which I'm
Yeah.
super excited to explore and let people know, 'di ba? Coming from that story of I had my quarter life crisis experience as well, but
Yeah.
now you're just being more mindful in life, and maybe I want you to, if you could walk us through your mindfulness journey. How did it start? I'm not sure if related siya or it started during the time na you're taking up your med school or after that ba? You tell us the story.
Yeah, sure. I'll continue after getting kicked out from medical school. Talagang, I remember that year, hagulgul kami ng, tatlo kasi kaming best friends. And then, we were just sharing that yung space na, okay, let's just be sad. We got kicked out of school. We won't see our classmates anymore. And we were just building that bond. Tapos, sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, you know that voice inside your head telling you na, hindi talaga to para sa'yo. Pero my ego kept telling me, but you want to become a doctor. But deeper inside, but you just want the title, doctor. And it sucked. And again, that's where my spiritual journey started. After medical school, I was blessed to be able to teach swimming. So my teammate gave me the chance to teach swimming to kids. So we taught in a school. It was King's School International. It's in MOA area. Tapos ang daming students, and then we were teaching for like 8 hours in a day. Basta we would start 8 a.m. Tapos kami mga 2 or 3. Tapos tuloy-tuloy yun na. And then I told myself, masaya magturo ah. And I love coaching so much. And I didn't really dig deep on that. Alam ko lang, go with the flow, typical. And I was so distracted. Meaning, when I was telling you a while ago, I was distracted with other people's judgment of me, and I was distracted to hang out with other people. So kung ano man gusto nila, doon ako. Whatever they were doing, I was just going with the flow. So that was my life, just riding the wave. And we all experience hardships. When life just gets to you again, that big question, ano na ba talaga? And then my mom kept asking me, you're not getting any younger. Though, hindi naman niya ako pinapagalitan. My parents never pressured me. Sabi lang nila, basta kung saan ka masaya, doon kami. And I'm so grateful to have parents like that kahit na
My
paminsan nag-aaway
gosh.
kami. It's totally normal, but I'm so blessed na kung ano man daw yung gusto ko, doon sila masaya. So, yeah, moving from there, I was really 2018, 2017, 2018. I was doubting myself. Parang ano ba talaga gusto ko? I wasn't happy. I wasn't showing myself so much on social media because the sadness of not being in medical school. Kasi people knew me na I posted it on Twitter, on Instagram, and Facebook na, hey guys, nasa
The
ano na ako?
expectation.
Oo, pasok na ako med school, ha? Yeah. So, and I always wanted to show kasi I was good enough. And backstory there, sorry, paikot-ikot ako, pero
Sige,
the
go.
deeper meaning why I kept sharing to people why I wanted to be in med school wasn't only the title, but was to show them that matalino ako.
Gets.
Yeah. And I wasn't the type to excel kasi in high school, so lahat sports. Gusto ko naman pakita yung brains ko. So, yun, moving from that, all the self-doubt, all the life-changing things happening to me, I just paused one time and telling the Lord, sabi ko, pagod na ako. I'm not happy where I am. Can you just show me the way? And that was the time na I was teaching swimming, I was teaching running also sa Nike Run Club. Ang dami kong gifts, to be honest. Like, I was being blessed with so many opportunities, but I wasn't happy. And then my friend, si Camille, you know her, she offered me the job with Run Rio. And
Yeah.
that was good. That was really great. Kasi naging busy ulit ako. Parang, wow, being on purpose. That's what I wanted. Pero parang at the back of my head, this is not what I want to do long term. Parang there's something more to this. Though I really love my job, like organizing fun runs. Like I even organized the fun run for you guys.
Yeah,
The
with
culture run.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how
So
we met.
parang, yeah, that's how we met. And I'm just really grateful. Parang nag-align lang yung stars. Like when you look back. So, yun, parang you're just faced with a question every time you hit the new year or when you're bored. So, yun, going back to my alone time, I was asking the Lord, I was closing my eyes. Ano ba? I wasn't getting mad at him. Like, what do you want me to do? What am I meant? What's my calling? What's my purpose? Kasi deep inside, when I just close my eyes and dig deep, like I mentioned a while ago, I want to help people. And then it just dawned in me na I was listening to my breath, I was closing my eyes. Tapos sabi ko, wow, this feels good. And parang for some reason, mas naririnig ko si God. And He calmed me down. Sabi lang niya, breathe in, breathe out. The second part of my mindfulness journey was also because of sports. So besides just finding that brief moment where I was just in prayer reflecting, what keeps me in my day-to-day life is running and swimming. And I remember this moment when I was running, lagi ako naka-earphones. And lagi naka-podcast or music, biglang nag-off yung phone ko. And then when my phone, syempre na-lowbat, nainis ako. So I had to put off my headphones, put off my phone on the side. I was just jogging, diba? Sabi ko, iba rin pala when you listen to your breath and run. Ay, nakikita ko yung trees. Naririnig ko yung birds and I could feel the sun on my face. Parang, wow. It's like, it was a different experience, to be honest. So ever since then, I stopped running with earphones na. Tapos napapansin ko mas nakukuha ko yung pace. One step at a time. Tapos, not to brag, pero mas concentrated ako and my time became faster. So that was my second moment with mindfulness, where I was just paying attention to my body and paying attention to my breath. Last na, okay lang? Third?
Sige, go.
Okay.
Dami kong learnings eh.
Yeah. Thanks. So the third instance is swimming. So as much as you guys know me as an athlete, I wasn't the best athlete out there. I was a swimmer ever since I was 6 years old. And alam ko masipag na ako ever since. Pero ang lakas ng teammates ko eh. We were training in this club in Ayala Heights. Parang, I know I started late, mga 8 years old. Parang pa-high school na. Tapos, ang lalakas ng teammates ko, we were the type na they were the type na nagkaka-medal, nakaakyat sa podium. Tapos, I always ask myself, bakit ako hindi naman ganun? I work hard, I train, and parang I really doubted myself. Doon yung limiting beliefs ko rin na pumasok na I wasn't a good enough athlete. So, I shifted to football. Saya ng football, magaling pala ako sa land exercises. So, but I was too late in the sport. Parang, ang dami nag-start ng grassroots level, 6 years old or younger. Tapos parang ako, kapal na mukha, I tried out for the national team. And then I couldn't even kick the ball na mataas. May technique kasi na high ball eh.
I don't know, girl. I don't know sports at all.
Anyway, parang this is me just sharing to the world na ang kapal na mukha akong mag-try out for national team and I don't even know how to kick the high ball. I know how to do the instep and the inside kick. Anyway, so parang moving from that, sabi ko, sige nga, huwag na nga mag-football kahit na masaya. Balik ako swimming because I placed more time to that. And swimming got me into college. I'm grateful. Swimming got me into that mindset of courage, commitment, and my coaches taught me that. But again, sad to say, even in UAAP, I never got a medal. I never experienced going up the podium. Lagi relay team effort. Masaya naman ako. Parang, yeah, nakaakyat, nakakuha medal. Pero yun, I never got in the finals or just contributed to the team na ako lang. So after that, okay guys, brace yourselves. Okay,
Rat 2.0.
So yun, that's where I started becoming from athlete to coach. And when I started coaching, diba, athlete mindset, super overthinker ako. Dami kong iniisip, not good enough, kailan ba ako magiging magaling, super self-doubt as a leader kasi I became a captain. I transferred to become a coach, diba? I was able to teach kids swimming and ang saya. And it was so weird. When I became a coach, I taught them techniques. Your ear closer to your shoulder, ganito yung stroke, parang shark's fin. And I applied it to myself. When I started teaching the kids the techniques and I applied it to myself, I was so mindful na, shit, ganito pala mag-swimming. Like, I was actual swimming when you do your technique kasi side to side. You're swimming like a fish.
Again, I don't know.
This is for the viewers and this is for you, just in case you want to learn how to swim, pero you swim side to side. Like this, But all my life, I've swimming like this. Pure power sa legs tsaka sa arms. Kaya pala hindi ako bumibilis. Because this is thicker, you're thinner in water like this. So anyway, when I applied that, sabi ko, shucks, mas mindful ako sa katawan ko. Mas bumibilis ako. And when I started doing open water swimming with my teammates na Mike and Jiro, first time namin makaakyat sa podium. Parang, wow, life-changing. Parang, kung hindi nga college, at least after college, doon na tayo nakatikim ng medal. And ang saya. Just because we showed our hard work, we committed to training, there was accountability, and we were mindful of our strokes. Well, for me personally, ganun. And nag-shift yung being mindful with my strokes to other than me overthinking. Am I good enough? Am I going to be a good swimmer? Am I going to contribute? So that was the third instance of my mindfulness journey. So more mindfulness of my movement, mindfulness in my breath, and finding God. Wow.
So, wow, thank you. We cut the podcast here. Hindi, joke lang. I love that you're saying na very holistic, no? Pero a big part of your journey was really you being an athlete and a coach. 'Di ba? It was a
Yeah.
big part na naging more mindful ka because of different scenarios. Okay? And now you are the Ra that we all know. And I think ano din Ra no, if I may if I may share.
Go
Um
lang.
back in 2018, 'di ba? 17 ba? 18. Basta
Around those times.
that color run. I don't know.
2018. Won't
Was
forget
it
November.
20?
Yeah.
No, it's 2017.
Sure
Is
ka.
it? Is it? Anyway. Oh yeah,
Sure
2018.
ako. First,
Okay.
first event
Naalala
ko
ko
yun.
na. Yeah, kasi I was releasing a
Yeah.
vlog that time. 2018 pala talaga. Naalala ko when we started working. Actually, that's our second work ata eh. That's our second time really working together. Yung una medyo parang project-based lang eh. Parang
Yeah.
beneficiary lang kami. But when I worked with you, hindi din ganun pa hindi din ganun, hindi pa ikaw yung Ra now. Like it's so different. You were so different back then. Like ano talaga, like sabi ko, oh my gosh, parang I remember, parang inisip namin, parang sabaw si Ra, no, pagkausap. Ganon, parang, ha? Saan ang galing, 'di ba? But
Oh my God.
I guess it was your shift in your career or your additional parang when you started coaching na talaga and yun being more mindful, 'di ba? And I love it kasi na of course we go through ano naman talaga. We go through those kinds of phases in our lives. And I wasn't the Yani in 2018. My gosh, worse, even worse, 'di ba? But I love that you're using your experiences to shift into a better, yun nga sabi ko kanina, Ra 2.0, 'di ba? And actually, I just wanna correct first, no? Sabi mo kanina, I wrote down. Sabi mo, ang kapal ng mukha that you applied. Let's just change the language, okay? No, let's just change the language for everyone listening, di ba? Whenever you catch yourself saying, ang kapal ng mukha ko, just shift your language to, I was so courageous or I was so confident to actually apply. 'Di ba? It's part of really parang affirming yourself as well. Because I always say that to myself before na ang kapal ng mukha ko, no, gagawin ko to. But what I realized is you can call yourself courageous or confident. That's why you're doing it. So yun lang, I took note of that, and I want to also highlight your self doubts or limiting beliefs before that stopped
Yeah.
you from being more mindful. And thank you to that earphones that had to your phone that had to go low bat, 'di ba? For you to
Yeah.
start your mindfulness. Actually, totoo yun eh. When you turn off all your gadgets, 'di ba? That's when you realize, shucks, medyo mabigat pala ako pag naglakad, no? O kaya, oh my gosh, ang bigat pala ng, yung laptop ko may tunog pala. Alam mo yun, yung mga
Yeah.
little things that or yung breath mo, even your breath,
Yeah.
'di ba? When you breathe, like you hear yourself and you say, ang lakas ko palang mag-inhale. Tapos yung exhale ko. Alam mo yun, you get to be so mindful around all of these things, no? So, I wanna know what changed in you, Ra, from that Ra that we all know before to now. Because I think during this lockdown, you became more connected or you journeyed better in your mindfulness journey. Tama?
Yeah. Super. And side note muna, alam kong i-coach mo na ako kanina, pero I just had to share it. Parang yung sa
No.
football na talagang I wasn't good enough. Eh, ganun talaga mindset ko. So, if you guys saw me or if you're listening to my story now, this is before, this is past me, full of self-limiting beliefs and aminin ko, sabaw talaga ako. Like, to all my friends out there, if you know me, Ra is sabaw, that's
If you
true.
got to work
There's
with
like a
her.
positive and negative out of it. And I feel like deep inside, that's why I was sabaw, I was overthinking so much. I'm such an overthinker. Like, anong isipin niya? Did I do this right? Tama ba yun? Am I good enough? Lahat ng questions, it was running in my head, and yeah, that's why I wouldn't catch my attention was so short. Kung ano man yung task at hand, because I really wasn't happy. Hindi ko to inamin sa mga tao kasi hindi ko naman alam
Yeah.
until I discovered personal development. So that was me before, super scared. Like I was a child in parang nasa baul or in a closet, like hiding, scared to come out. But I know I have a big heart. And now I feel more confident. And other than all the values, I feel like I know myself more and I love myself more. Because if I don't love myself, it's so hard for me to give back to others. So yeah, parang I'm patting myself on the back for doing such a good job also for just facing
You
everything.
should. My gosh, you should.
So all the flaws, all the like accepting everything. Even kahit na, kunwari, sabihin nila malaki pata, malaki puwet, o sige, tanggap ko na yun. I work hard, so what the hell? So, yun, parang like what you mentioned, shifting the mindset from negative to positive. Ang laki ng naitulong ng coaching sa buhay ko. And I feel like it really starts with self-love. That's what changed in me. I loved myself more so that my self-love journeyed from embracing my past and not bringing it on the future or in the present. So I say thank you and I love you to my past. It all happened for a reason, and just being here in present para hindi ko naisipin yung future. And again, going back to mindfulness, that helped me so much. Thinking the past and not thinking about the future because I'm just here. I'm in my breath. I'm here right now.
Not getting too like scared or anxious about the future. No, it's really just
Yeah.
being in the present moment.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
that's ano eh, that's and I feel that with you. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like and I have to be honest, you're one of the few people that I talk to that I don't even touch my phone. Like simula nag-catch up tayo kanina, I don't even touch my phone because I really feel the energy that I have to be present at the moment
Yeah.
whenever I'm talking with you. And that's the kind of energy that you radiate na nakaka-affect dun sa taong kausap mo. And even when we catch up sa coffee shop, 'di ba? Parang I don't even touch my phone. Parang ako na yung mahihiya because I feel that you're so grounded, you're so mindful of everything that's happening. And you're always like 100% in the moment whenever you're with people or when you're talking to people, no? So I
Unless
really
pagod.
ha?
Unless pagod.
And I feel that you're happy. Like kanina pinag-uusapan natin yung mga stressors natin in life, 'di ba? But at the end of the day, generally we're happy and content.
Yeah, I
Diba?
am. We
Yun
are.
we are so content. So, ayun, yun yung nagustuhan ko sa right now. Kaya siguro I feel more connected to you than before. Or maybe because we were just really workmates before.
Yeah, it was just work,
Project-based
transactional.
talaga.
Yeah.
Very transactional. That's a good point, no? And now we have this kind of relationship na. So, yan. I want to know if you can share to people or to our listeners. Madami to mga millions of listeners, no? What are the little habits that people could start doing? Of course, we're not into swimming, not everyone is into coaching, not everyone is into sports or sabi mo nga jogging, 'di ba? But
Mhm.
what are the little habits that people can start doing so they can be more mindful on an everyday basis?
Yeah. Okay. Habits, they can start with just their everyday routines. So when you wake up in the morning, experience it as if you were doing it for the first time. Or if that doesn't work, go with your senses. So um what can you hear? Your ears. What are you thinking right now? What can you see? So whatever sense or whatever that you pick, try to just be in the moment and focus on that. What can you smell? What can you taste? So taste, yun, pwede yun sa pagkain, di ba? Parang A lot of us, this is a great example, and you can add here, Yani. Parang when we're eating, lagi tayong naka-Netflix or we're on our phone, and we're always, as human beings, it's normal, we're always just multitasking. Pero iba rin talaga if lasapin mo yung pagkain na you're just eating,
My
just
gosh,
thanking the
yes.
food, and just savoring it na, lalo na kapag ikaw gagawa, wow, sarap. And you feel every bite, every taste, and you feel satiated. Unlike you watching Netflix, kunwari Doritos. In my talks, I always put Doritos as my example because it's my favorite.
Baka naman pwede sila mag-sponsor.
Kain ng
Putting it
kain.
out.
Oh my God, naubos isa pang bag. Sige, isa pa. It's super intense. Yan, gaganon sila.
Yeah.
Yeah, hindi mo
Yeah.
nalalasap.
Correct. Alam mo, I like that you said na, when you are the one preparing your food, and I was telling you about it earlier, di ba, na when you start preparing your food, nakakatuwa because you really taste yung, kunwari coffee, no? Kunwari coffee, ikaw gumawa ng sarili mong coffee. You really taste the sweetener or the sugar. You really taste the milk that you use, di ba? Unlike when people just make it for you or, alam mo
Yeah,
yun, parang, when you really put yourself in the now when you're creating your coffee, parang gano'n, or cooking, you taste every spice that you put into the food or into the coffee, lahat ng ingredients na lalasahan mo. And that's mindfulness. And I think our mentor coach Gina mentioned that last week during our live na mindfulness could be different for every person. But ang ganda nung guide mo na we can use our senses. We can start using our senses and start using our senses for us to be more mindful. 'Di ba? Ano yung
mm-hmm.
nakikita and even breathing, 'di
Yeah.
ba? And
Parang
smelling,
just
ano yung naaamoy mo, ano
nothing.
yung I love that. Kung ano yung basic lang basic. For of course people are not everyone is into mindfulness. Kaya maganda na meron tayong mga basic na naturo, no, on
Mm-hmm.
a full day, like you mentioned earlier, no, sometimes we eat food, nanonood ng Netflix, or ako, habit ko yung nag-work. Oops, sorry. Yung nag-work ka, tapos nandyan yung food mo.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Hindi mo masyado napansin, basta kain ka, tapos nag-work ka, tapos kain ka
Mm-hmm.
ulit. Ganon. But on a normal day, work from home day, especially kasi work from home kasi usually naman yung mga listeners ko is mga quarter life din. Quarter
Yeah.
life or mga millennials, no.
Mostly
What can they
working.
mostly working din, no. What can they do throughout the day to be more mindful and be more present?
Okay. I got this from a podcast and I've been applying this to my life, and yeah, that's why I love giving advice kasi tinest ko muna sa sarili ko kung gumana ba.
Yun ang
Instead of
importante.
so instead of us multitasking, 'di ba para tayong octopus, dami nating ginagawa.
Oo.
Like we're on our phone, on our laptop, we're also talking to our family. Ang dami nangyayari. Pero instead of multitasking, let's shift that term to multi-focusing. Like you're being in the moment. Kung nasaan yung kamay mo, doon ka. So for example, I'm typing right now or I'm in the podcast right now. Kahit na sinisigawan ako dito, I'm still super focused because it takes practice though, ha. I'm trying to keep my mind, my body, and my spirit just here. Kahit na may mangyari dyan or dumaan aso ko, I'm just being mindful. It takes a lot of brain energy and intention. Pero yeah, you guys can just practice it. Again, start with your senses. I want to add here, there are so many people na find what works for you in terms of your learning. So if you're auditory, tama? Auditory,
Yeah,
kinesthetic,
or
or what's the other one?
visual. Visual.
Visual. Oo. So, kung ano man yung strength nyo doon, if you guys know that, for example, me, I'm an auditory learner, I start to focus on my hearing, tapos doon ako nagkaka-flow state. Flow state is when you're able to focus more. So, again, first lesson is shift from multitasking, doing a lot of things mindlessly, to multi-focusing. So, putting your attention, okay, tapos na ako dito, o dito naman, dito naman. Kasi it's okay. Parang doing a lot of things is okay, but just make sure your attention is there one step at a
100%.
time. Oo. Yeah.
Okay. I love that na multi-focusing. It's my first time hearing that. Because
Yeah.
ako, when you're saying na parang octopus, Oh my gosh, I'm so guilty. Like, parang ako
That's
nag-freeze
you.
ako dito. Parang, holy shit, ako yon. Like, ako talaga yon na,
I saw your
nag,
face.
diba? Like, I am doing, I was in a meeting. If you've seen that, time lapse that I posted on TikTok, I was in the meeting. I was giving a talk. I was doing work on my laptop, but I was also doing work on my iPad. I was searching
Mm,
for stuff that my mind cannot stop thinking while I was
yeah.
doing some work on my iPad. And I was giving a talk and listening to the other speakers. O, di ba?
Right?
So, parang, hindi natin napapansin eh, because we are too, and I'm very guilty. So, I will start applying this multi-focusing and start to be 100% in whatever I'm doing. Okay, pero
Mm-hmm.
I wanna know, like, pwede din naman, 'di ba? For example, right now, I'm listening or recording. I'm also writing.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, there's also, like, other things running in my mind. Like, how do I
Yeah.
control that better?
Well, naging muscle memory na yan. That's why you're able to listen to me and write. Kasi you were able to develop that act of listening already. It's a habit. To diminish the thoughts in your head, are they negative?
No naman, like, I'm thinking, oh, I have a meeting after this, and then I have another meeting, then I have to shoot my TikTok. All the
Mm.
to-dos is just
Gets,
in my
gets.
head.
Yeah. Okay. So I know they teach this in meditation. So Headspace taught this to me. You can download their app or watch them on
I love the
YouTube.
app.
They were my first mentors. In Andy Podecombe, he's a
Andy
monk.
din ako. Oh my gosh, siya lagi
Yeah,
kong
he's the
pinipili.
best.
I
Guys,
love Andy. My
he's
gosh, I fall asleep all night, or like
yeah.
every night because of him.
Yeah, he's even on Nike Run Club. So he has guided runs. Yung ganito lang, boss. Slow down with your breath. Take it one step at a time.
Oh my
Basta
gosh, you
ganun.
told me about this. You told me about this. I never
Yeah.
tried.
Oo. That was the only time na naka-earphones ako during my run. Ever since after nag-cut yung music. But you were mentioning about thoughts. So when a thought comes in, so this is your thought. That's normal. So thoughts just pass like clouds. Just let it pass. But if it's important, download it and think about it. But if it's not important, let it pass like a cloud. Okay lang yan. Just see it as it is. Para
Yeah.
siyang, wala, distraction lang. It's how life is. It's normal.
I love it. I love it, no? Something I can
Yeah.
apply. Alam mo, I love your analogy. Like, it may, kasi visual ako. So,
Yeah.
when you're just saying things, kaya nga ako gumawa ng video podcast kasi I'm very visual.
I see.
So hindi ako like auditory lang talaga. I'm very visual, and when you're just giving the samples, like the clouds, the octopus, I'm like, I can imagine everything.
That's me.
I love that, and I love how you can like give samples that's easy to, alam mo yun, to remember by the
Yeah.
people listening to us. So yeah, maybe I know medyo matagal na tayo, no? I said mga 20 to 30 minutes.
Napasarap sa kwento.
Yeah, I love the kwentuhan, and it's my first time hearing most of the stories because
Yep. I don't
I know
share.
you from being the sabaw to now a changed yun lang. And I know that coaching was a big part of it, but I didn't know like each phase of your life because ito na latter part na lang tayo nagkakilala, no. Tapos ka na
Mm-hmm.
sa med school at that time. So
Yeah.
I want to know, maybe last advice for people who want to, work on their mindfulness journey.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll give you this advice. It starts with you. So I know this is my tagline for my coaching and for my clients or for people who want to start with their fitness journey. And how I see fitness, it's not just physical fitness, but it's also mental fitness. It starts with you because it has to be intentional. Hindi lang basta, okay, sige, maging mindful ako bukas, pero wala kang action plan. So set an intention. For example, I want to be mindful with the way I listen to people. I'm gonna listen 100%, pero know your why. So I want to listen because I want to get to know them. Kasi without a why, parang it's just an empty cup. You keep doing the action, pero you won't feel motivated to do it. So when you connect that na, I want to talk to them because I want to understand them. Para hindi kayo mag-away. That will really help you so much. So again, to start your meditation or mindfulness journey, just start with you.
I love that. Thank you so much, Ra, for sharing that. Yun ang tagline niya actually, guys. It starts with you.
Yeah.
And even in one of my talks, diba, I told you I used that. Because it's
Yeah.
so powerful that everything will start with you. Internal, actually. It really starts internal and then you'll see change in your external life.
Yeah.
So
That's
thank you
true.
so much, Ra, for sharing all your
Okay.
mindfulness tips. I hope a lot of people got value out of this short episode. I'm so happy to learn about this. Actually, may mga notes pa ako talaga, 'di ba? Even if we talk a lot,
Always
like we talk
learning.
so much, 'di ba? So much learning about being more mindful and hopefully me too become more mindful with the work that I do, especially with the work that I do because I do a lot of things. I do a lot of
Yeah.
distract that gives me distractions, no. But
Mhm.
this tips will really help me. So thank you so much, Ra, and thank you again for
Thank
saying yes.
you.
You're my first guest. I appreciate the time. Mas matagal pa yung chika kaysa sa recording.
Oo nga.
But thank you, Ra. Thank you so much. Do you wanna plug yourself?
Um, do I want to? Yes, I want to plug myself. Pero guys, please try mindfulness a try because it will limit your anxiety. It will limit the other voices in your head and just focusing on what's important. Lalo na ngayon, the future is really uncertain. So, yeah, just grounding yourself on what matters right now. Yeah, I'm a health and fitness coach. So, if you guys need help on pursuing your fitness goals for longevity, or if you just want to feel stronger, please do message me. I also teach mental fitness, so meditation, breath work, and just giving you tips on being mindful, such as this talk. You will learn a lot. So yeah, just you can follow me on Instagram. I don't know how Yanni will put that. And
I'll see
on
if I can
Facebook.
edit.
And last, if you want to learn more about meditation, kinuha ko to, nasa room ko to kanina eh. It's Mindfulness on the Go. Okay, it's by Jan Bays. This is how I also started my mindfulness journey. It gives you tips. So every day you have a new technique to try.
Method,
So like
yeah.
yeah, like a new method. I remember sharing this with you. So here is listening more, paying attention to what you eat, smiling more. So yeah, you can
I
start with
like that.
this. Hindi mo mapapansin na nakaganon ka na pala.
Oo, oo, oo.
Hindi ka naman ano eh, hindi ka naman masungit, but that's just your normal face.
RBF, resting bitch face.
Yeah.
But Ra, I also want you to promote the Headspace. Headspace, right?
Infinite headspace. Yeah,
Infinite
yeah.
Headspace. Go ahead.
All right. So part of our building your mental fitness, we have this three-part journey of meditation, affirmation, and breath work, along with Coach Gina and Coach Rachel. And we just hold space for you so that you can ground yourself more and feel so good. So again, it relieves anxiety and so that you just are able to practice your mindfulness journey more with, of course, these coaches that also want to add value to you.
Thank you guys and thank you Ra for sharing that. And guys, if you want to learn more about Infinite Headspace, how you can get in touch with Coach Raissa, I will be trying to put the link here, but if not here, you can check it on the description because she
Or
also
you
has
can
a
DM us.
you can DM her on Instagram or on Facebook. She has a page. So lalagay ko nun sa description box and sa description on Spotify. So you guys can reach out to her if you need any help with your health, fitness, and mindfulness. So
Yep.
thank you again for watching Quarter Life Bliss. This has been Yanni, and see you on the next episode. Bye! Once again, this is Coach Yani Moya reminding you to breathe and live your best life every day. Because remember, when you tap into your state of bliss, you unlock limitless possibilities. If you enjoyed this episode, do follow and subscribe for weekly content. You can also follow me on my socials at Coach Yani Moya on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. See you next week!